The U.S. tech sector continues to struggle. So far this year, tech companies have laid off more than 120,000 workers. For many high-skilled visa holders on that list, there's added pressure to find a job before facing deportation. Mark New has more details.
Roughly 600,000 people are in the U.S. on the high-skilled worker H-1B visa. While tech companies have traditionally lobbied for more, they now find themselves cutting thousands of those very same employees. Under the rules, H-1B visa holders who lose their jobs have 60 days to find employment elsewhere or be deported.
It's a really a stressful situation. I've got friends, colleagues who are on H1 and they're frankly quite worried. Often if you do get laid off, having to figure out what happens to you is quite stressful, and these are like my own friends. These are people who have built their families and homes in this place. So yeah, I feel for them.
Some Democratic lawmakers in the U.S. have begun lobbying U.S. Immigration Services to extend from 60 to 120 days the amount of time high-tech visa holders can stay in the country after losing their jobs. The President's Advisor Committee on Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders also recently drafted a recommendation to extend it even longer to 180 days.
I think it's entirely reasonable that a company would extend visa status for their foreign-born workers in order to provide more time for those previous employees to find work, especially if they've profited off of these former employees when they really needed them. That you could say that this would be fair treatment.
Hao Ningzhang is from Harbin, China, and was on an H-1B visa working for Google in California. But like thousands of Google staff, he's just been laid off and is now quickly sending out resumes and applying for jobs.
I'm nervous, like it's come from a lot of competitor, and also it's come from I don't know when the market will come back. Hopefully I can get a job as soon as possible, but I'm not sure. So because right now, because the hiring bar is much higher than before.
In addition to applying for jobs, he spends hours each day preparing for potential interviews, which typically put applicants through challenging coding tests. Zhang says he hasn't had time to feel sad about losing his job, for he needs to stay focused on finding and preparing for the next opportunity before the clock runs out. Mark New, CGTN, Palo Alto, California.